welcome to episode 66 of Series 3 of Become a Legend Story Mode. So in the title of the last episode I asked, will Chelsea ruin the season with Eggy injured on the bench? Well, they didn't quite ruin it, they did drop a few points in the league, but we bounced back pretty well and we're doing pretty well now in the Europa League. We just about made it past Celta Vigo after a difficult first leg, then we did lose to West Ham. That was a tricky one, that was a ridiculous game. But we're doing pretty well against Groningen. We got 3 away goals in the first leg. And now we invite them to Stamford Bridge for the second leg. Hopefully we can kill this one off and find our way into the semi-finals, which would find us tantalisingly close to that final. So I think we'll just get into it. Now commenter Daniel Bob Manuel, that's got a lovely ring to it. He mentioned that Eggy this season for Chelsea reminds him very much of Messi at Barcelona, an underperforming team being dragged along by the outstanding performances of one player. And Eggy has been that player. With him out of the side, Chelsea haven't really been able to do that much. And well, with Eggy in the side, well, obviously he is the record goal scorer in one Premier League season already, with still games to play. With him in the side, they've been a completely different team. Free scoring. Eggy brings players into play as well. He's not just a ball hog, doesn't just score goals, he assists as well. He's had plenty of assists this season. Certainly added that to his game. So we've got 3 away goals here against Groningen. We know they're dangerous, they're not a team to be taken lightly, and we do have Big Willie Style in goal, and that does not bode well. Right, let's do this. So back under the lights here at Stamford Bridge. I mean, what must it be like watching Egg Milana in the flesh week after week? These Chelsea fans are a privileged bunch, that's for sure. It must have been really exciting to be a Barcelona fan. I mean, not that Barcelona aren't amazing now, but at their peak of tiki-taka. To watch Messi, Iniesta, Xavi plying their trade every week. You know, I don't get to see Arsenal very often, but when I do, I'm almost always disappointed. But I can't imagine you'd be disappointed very much watching Eggy at the moment. Let's see if he can dazzle here and see us into the semi-finals. Let's go. Oh, and the ball in to Doe with the overhead kick. Oh my God. Well, Caballero couldn't do much about that, but you can't really blame him. That's an incredible finish. And we're behind here. That draws it up at 3-3. We do have the away goal advantage. Okay, I mean, it is a great ball. I mean, Caballero, a little bit of flappy there, actually. I take it back. We always knew he was going to make one blunder. I don't think that can be classed as a blunder. But should have maybe at least tipped it over the bar. Loftus-Cheek into Eggy. He's taken this on the run. It's all opened up for him here, and he's hit that very well. Across the keeper. Just a good punch wide. Kante, Loftus-Cheek, now Van Ginkel. I think he wants it along the floor there, but he'll take it in the air if he has to. Oh, beautiful flicks here from Chelsea. Martinez, edge of the box, is fouled, surely. Into Eggy, gets the shot away, it's a difficult angle. Loftus-Cheek back to Eggy, and he pokes it home. I mean, they're actually both similar attempts. Both sort of outside of the boot, little jabs at the ball, but the second one was a much better opportunity. Martinez could have gone down there, it would have been a dangerous free kick. He found Eggy. Outside of the boot, little crafted ball in. Didn't quite beat the keeper the first time, but the second one he got the angles just right. And he's back on the score sheet here. And now, well, with the 3 away goals plus a home goal, it's going to be a massive mountain to climb now for Groningen. But we're still very early on in this, so you know, they're a dangerous side. We've got to be wary. Oh, Eggy's nicked that back. Eggy inside, taken out there, referee. Oh, Kante nicks in with a good interception there. Oh, what a ball into Eggy from Alexander-Arnold! Everything he touches turns to goals at the moment. That was a lovely strike. And there we are. And there they are. We all know what we're seeing here. And if your heart is fluttering like mine, then you'll be forgiven for asking, is it the beautiful looks of Eggy Milana victory or is it the goal? Actually, that's just reminded me, we need to change his haircut. If you're following him on Instagram, then you'll know that he has shaved his head. I can't believe we didn't do that before this episode. That would have been great. He's gone for a sort of Sinead O'Connor. And it's a great look. But a great goal here anyway. Alexander-Arnold's ball there was perfectly weighted, just to drop over his shoulder. He knew that Eggy had the first touch. And there we are, 2 for Eggy, and that will see this one absolutely out of sight. Oh, Eggy steps away with ease, and then he runs at the defence. He's got to be scared of him here, or he turns that man inside out onto his right foot here. Oh! And more, and more, and more. Lovely. Oh, he says, no, quiet. He's gone over to the away fans. That's unnecessary, Eggy. I didn't take you for that sort of player. Maybe they've been giving him a bit of stick. I don't know. Maybe there's some history there. I don't think there is. Maybe from the PSV days, I don't know. Did he taunt them then? He does have a bit of a habit of doing it. But I mean, talk about Messi-esque, just stepping away. And then he could have stepped back in. It's something he would normally do there onto his left, but he decided just to take a swing at it with his right boot. And what a lovely swing that was. Ran the full half of the pitch to get into that shooting position. Everyone just backing off, scared of him, scared of the quick feet. And rightly so. And then he has given that one a lovely wallop. It's not the first time I've said lovely wallop recently, and I'm not sure I like it. I think I'd like to retract that statement. Oh, Eggy, lovely turn away from Absalem. Steps inside, he's seen the run of Loftus-Cheek. It's a perfectly weighted ball and a very good goal. Just take a peek in the dictionary under killing off a tie and you will see a picture of Eggy and Ruben in this game today. Oh, look at his face. Scored the first goal, he thought he had a chance. This tie now, completely killed off. It's dead, it's dead. I mean, look at this, just a step inside. Loftus-Cheek, he knows where he wants it. He knows where to put it. It's a great ball in, lovely first touch from the midfielder who we love playing with. He's definitely our favourite player to play with in this side. We've linked up with him on many good occasions and that was one of the best ones. And there we have it. First half hat-trick and an assist for Eggy. Comfortable. Very, very comfortable. Oh, I mean, 60% possession in the end. Groningen with one shot off target and a goal. I mean, after that goal, I wasn't feeling too confident, but Eggy stepped in and said, "Oh, don't worry. I'll just sort this out quickly." And he's already put in one of the, well, what will go down as one of the most famous Europa League performances, surely solo performances. Not many score a first half hat-trick and then top it off with a beautiful assist as well. Could well be more in this second half. Eggy, lovely flick into Martinez. Is there another on here? Oh, that didn't look too bad actually. But it went well wide. Well, somehow it ended 4-1. I mean, we did take our foot off the gas in a huge way in the second half. But it's another match ball for Eggy victory. And that was put to bed early on, which is exactly what you want. We were able to just relax, take our time. It's never quite as exciting in the second half of a game when there's a big score in the first half. It never continues. You never score 4 in the first, 4 in the second. Or very rarely anyway. So unfortunately, Eggy, I was hoping maybe we could get a couple there, see how far we could push our rating. It's going to be interesting to see what it comes back as. Only a 7.5. I mean, we lost the ball quite a lot. Our passing wasn't that great. Obviously, a hat-trick and an assist. We would have hoped for an 8, but, I'm not fussed. Over 7 for the season is our goal. And we're well on the way there if we keep performances like that coming. And it's performances like that which will continue to cement the Eggy Messi nickname. I know we've been talking about Lionel Messi and the similarities between him and Eggy. There are many similarities, and the amount of hat-tricks that he scored this season is certainly one of them. There we are, 7.1 average rating. It's still pretty tight. I mean, we only need a few poor results to drop down there. A goal a game also looks very doable. Could we get up to 40? No, we're not going to get 41 assists, are we? But yeah, very impressive. Considering our average rating for the whole of our career was 6.4, we've really stepped it up this season, which has been helped by our ridiculous stats. Which are still ridiculous. Getting more ridiculous every day. And it's a short break here. We actually did run quite a lot in that game, so Eggy is going to be tired for the Villa game. We do start today. Who have we got in the semi-finals? It could be Arsenal, I think we're in there. It's going to be, Dortmund. Very interesting. And Arsenal playing Nantes. Well, Arsenal or Nantes probably would have been, Nantes would have been the easier. Oh my god, look at that run. Dortmund, City, Dortmund, Liverpool. Europa League final potentially, then Southampton on the final day of the season. Before that though, we have got Villa and Cardiff to dispatch. These need to be 2 wins, there's no doubt about it. Still pretty tight. Champions League football, a real possibility. We've got 2 routes in. But winning the league, I mean, it's all going to come down to how our closest rivals perform. And all we can do is come in and win here. Eggy, an outstanding performance in the last game. Can he replicate that against the Villa defence? With some not that great players. Who's that? McQueen at left back, 72 rated. Yeah, okay. Interesting. They've signed Bakayoko, ex-Chelsea man. They've still got Jack Grealish, who's not really progressed very well. We've got Loftus-Cheek in, that's all I need to see. Kante's there as well, and Kepa back in, thank God for that. Let's go. So Golden Boot is pretty much already Eggy's, I think. But we've got outside of 2... so we've got Southampton, Villa, who else we have? We've got Cardiff left to play. And then we've got the 2 big games. Who was it? Liverpool and City. That City game is going to be a season definer. I think they're top of the league. I'm pretty sure they're top of the league. But we need to get there with all wins en route. So let's dispatch Villa today in front of the Chelsea fans and keep the good vibes going here at Stamford Bridge. Ooh, good ball into Davis. Miranda's down. That's a penalty. That is a penalty every single day of the week. I mean, Miranda, I think the only thing that saved him there was pure incompetence. There was no way he could have meant that. It was so shit. The old man of the sea. So half an hour gone here and it's been a pretty uninspiring game from either side. Lots of mistakes, lots of giving the ball away like that. No real chances of yet. Trent down the line looking for Reggie. He's got a little bit too much on it, I think. Nope. Iggy now can look to put a ball into the box. Looks for Loftus-Cheek. And that's a long, long header. Never going to trouble the keeper. Yeah, we need to improve. It's been poor here. Morata now. Could have passed it there. Loftus-Cheek can into Eggy. Looks for the curler. Oh, mistake from the keeper. And Morata's there to put it in. We thought it was dead, but Alvaro didn't give up. And he's finished that. And yeah, it's been about as scrappy as this game, that move. Alvaro Morata did really well to hold on to it there. Iggy into a good position. Didn't quite get the curl right. It was straight at the keeper in the end, but he can only knock it back into the path of the Spanish striker. Gets another goal for his tally. We've got to be keeping an eye on Alvaro. At some point he's going to get close to us in the rankings for Golden Boot, and as much as we love him, can't have him win that. Anyway, we're a goal up here after a poor start. That's what we needed. That's what champions do. They win badly, and we are playing pretty bad at the moment. Oh, very nicely worked. Now Villa, can they get their first chance of the game? It falls to Grealish on the turn. He could have gone for Green, but Green will get there anyway. Tight angle is closed down. Grealish will have another go, and he doesn't make a mistake this time. And the young Englishman gets Aston Villa right back into this one. He sort of half considered getting back at this point, but then just watched from a distance as no one kept an eye on the one Aston Villa player anywhere near the 6-yard box. It's poor defending, and it's a poor goal, really. In a poor game. It's probably fair. And there we are, half-time here at Stamford Bridge, and a smattering of boos, I would say, from the Chelsea fans. It's been a poor performance. We've only had 41% possession. That is awful. Sarri has got some work to do in the changing rooms. He's going to have to switch it up here. He's going to have to change something. We've had chances, but not as a result of any sort of good football, which is worrying. Right, come on. We cannot lose. We need 3 points. Towering header there, and that's an excellent ball into Weggy. Seen the run of Loftus-Cheek, finds him. Loftus-Cheek with the effort, blazes it over the bar, but there's the relationship. Ruby and Eggy linking up again, just couldn't quite finish it off. Miranda threads the needle into Eggy. Sees the overlap of Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's got Morata inside of him. Morata on the turn. Oh, ball back to Eggy would have been a better option there. An hour on the clock and things are starting to get a little worrying. The nerves are starting to creep in now. We know how important a win is today. So, corner here for the Villa. Cannot allow them a second. Got some big players in the box. Davis has made a good run. Gets the header to it. Trent will clear. And Eggy in a good position here. Can turn away from his man. Just gets the ball away under pressure. The momentum of that counter-attack is lost. We still could have a chance here. Hazard. Clever ball into Loftus-Cheek. Oh, and Eggy's off. No, no. Well, it's a draw. It's going to be a draw. How could you take him off? He wasn't even that tired. I mean, we started the game pretty tired. Can we find something here? Martinez on for Eggy. Can't get it out of his feet. Positive here, though. Trent can't get it through. Not long left. I fear a draw is on the horizon. Oh, and that's it. That is it. No. So frustrating. I mean, Eggy wasn't great today. And I fear a 5.5 coming on here. But even worse, we come away with only a point. It is a 5.5. I just knew it. This wasn't happening today. I don't know what it was about the Villa's setup, but we just felt suffocated by him. Just couldn't do anything. Couldn't do anything at all. Bastard, bastard, bastard. No, 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 no. Would have been on 70. Would have still been in third. Oh, we need to stay within 3 points of City and Liverpool when we play them. We needed to win that. That is such a big mistake. Oh. We've learnt Milicia. That's good to know. And we are in the starting lineup. I suppose now we've learnt that, we might as well just put that into something else. I'm going to go with long range drive, because why not? 100 days. It's a long one, but it's worth it. Right, let's go. Cardiff away. Eggy starts again. Full health. That's good to see at least. Hazard playing up top, interestingly. That could be a false number 9 sort of situation. Hudson-Odoi on a blue. Great midfield. Probably my ideal midfield 3. Maybe Van Ginkel instead of Barkley, but I like Loftus-Cheek in the middle. Arboleda, not good at the back. Aspilicueta getting worse every day. But Trent's there, Kepa's there. We are up against C-Pats, Callum Patterson. But Eggy will be up against the veteran Patrice Evra. Has he still got the legs to keep up with the legs? That's one of his nicknames. It's not Eggy's nickname. The legs would be an awful nickname for him. Anyway, let's go. So I wouldn't say that we've chucked away the season there, but we really could have put ourselves in a good position. We needed to win these 2 games. To come away with only 1 point against Villa was a huge disappointment. To not get 3 points today here against Cardiff is unimaginably bad. Lovely passing there from Chelsea. Just ruined there by Kante. But we will get it away. And Trent has threaded one through into Eggy. He'll step back here. Shooting position. Oh, Evra reeling back the years. Comes in and nicks it off Eggy just as he's about to finish there. It's unlucky. 20 minutes gone. No real chances for either side. Oh, Eggy just about gets there. Showing the raw pace. And now real danger here for Cardiff as Eggy makes his way into the box. He's got Hudson-Odoi to look for. But he'll square it now. Surely for... Is that Ruben? Is it our boy? Yes, it is. And it's Emerson, not Loftus-Cheek, with a great late run into the box. Eggy just held off, waiting for the right option. Picked the right option. It's a great ball in. Simple finish in the end for the left back. A rare goal for him. Finally, we're off the mark here. Oh, it's a great ball out there. And now Hazard with the back heel into Eggy. Surely he's away from Evra here. It's to chip the keeper. Oh, it's off the post. No, no. It looked to be a pretty straightforward chip there. We just couldn't get it on target. Really unlucky. Half-time nearly upon us. Can Cardiff find something? They've not been completely out of this game, with the home fans geeing them on. Seeing a bit of possession here in the final few moments of this half. And that's a great ball. Cunningham with the glancing header. And they found a goal here. And once again, we're going at the break, even as we were against Villa. And we couldn't find anything in the second half there. And that could have really put a damper on our season. But to have the same thing happen today, just that's it. It's game over. Fuck. And that is half-time here in Wales. And it is 1-1. Bugger, bugger, bugger. And yet, once again, we're not doing great in terms of possession. Had more chances. Eggy should have scored that chip. It's a one-on-one that he had about half an hour to think about. Probably went with the right option, just didn't execute properly. Right, come on. We've got to win this. Kante into Eggy. Lovely flick there into Trent. Eggy wants it back from him. He's away from Verdonk. Inside Verdonk. Puts it across the box. Oh! Hazard let it run. Put just a little bit too much on that there. Hazard slips it in looking for Eggy. Shoulder to shoulder with Evra here. Cuts back inside on the left. Oh, sorry, Patrice. I'm sorry. We've got so much respect for your glittering career, but we've just ended it there. We've officially ended him. He's going to be disappointed with that. We question whether he had the legs, and he doesn't have the legs. Eggy gets across him, then steps back gorgeously, and it's a magical finish of a whole series of magical finishes this season. Hopefully that is the one that spurs us on to get the 3 points that we desperately need here today. Eggy making fools of these players. Can he cut back inside of the donk here? He can, far too easily. Cuts back again onto the left. That's not what we had in mind. Not at all. Oh, that's lovely work. Now Camarasa, real danger here. They're standing off him. Low ball in. It's blocked. Kante will get it away. Eggy can't get to it though. Cardiff get it straight back here. Good ball into Zahore. He can turn. Kante. Oh, this is a really good opportunity. Perfect position here. Victor Camarasa can hit these. Eggy in the wall. Not doing much. Camarasa. Oh, I think that might have actually come off Eggy. Great defending. And a good header away as well. 20 minutes left. We can't be hanging on to this. Hazard into Eggy. Oh, what a turn. What a ball in. Looking for Hazard. Surely taken down edge of the box here. Can Eggy put the nail in the coffin? One of his trademark free kicks. It's in a perfect position. Trent's lurking, and I'm sure he could pull off something impressive here. Oh, and Eggy just hits the side of a Cardiff player's head. That was going straight in if it wasn't for the face of some nameless Cardiff defender. Silva on the turn, finds Shaw making a good run. Oh, the challenge is not a good one. And it's going to be a free kick on the edge of the box, I think. I hope. We've given them one chance. Surely they're going to score from this again. Free kicks. Such an easy way to score this season, even for the AI. Camarasa. Oof, straight into the wall again. Silva now. Space out right for Larsson. They've got men in the box to aim for here. Larsson comes back. Eggy is back defending. 2 minutes left here. We cannot lose this. Cannot lose this lead. Get it away, Eggy. Oof, good clearance. Almost let that go out for a corner there, but with only 30 seconds left. Kept it in play. Come on, let's hang on. Yes, good challenge. Still not properly cleared. Shaw now will turn. Find Larsson. This is it now. Yes, Eggy. Yes. Yes. Well, that was not pretty. Not pretty at all. Except for Eggy's goal, which was very pretty. But we had to battle that out in the end. It certainly wasn't as simple as the first game of this episode. And Neil Warnock's side put on a good fight. In the end, it was a bit of Eggy magic against a poor Patrice Evra. Got to feel sorry for him at his age. And there we are. Oh, Liverpool losing to Manchester City. That's a huge game. We really need Liverpool to win that. That's annoying. Manchester City now 4 points ahead of us. Even if we beat them, it's still going to be in their hands. If only we'd beat Villa. 2 more points now and we'd be going into that Manchester City game in a position to go top of the table. We need them to mess up. Seems unlikely. Well, I hope we're not going to regret that Villa game. I think that we are. I think we're not going to win the league now because of that, and that is a horrible thought. Anyway, next episode, pretty big one. 2 legs against Dortmund, and sandwiched between them is the big game of the season, away at Manchester City. All we can do is make it tight. It's going to be in their hands. But either way, we need to be on top form for these next 3 games. Season definers, all 3 of them. I'll see you in a bit.